Hey guys, it's Christian from the Calcio Bros, here to talk about a bit of European football that just passed. All the results are in, the group stage is now finished. We now know who's going through, who's eliminated. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about it and talk about the possible opponents for our Serie A teams. We'll start off with Group C, which is Roma's group. They won on the last match day, 1-0 versus Karabakh. They finished first thanks to a Chelsea draw versus Atletico. So now, good result for Roma. Like, no one saw this coming. Di Francesco really surprised everyone with what he did with this Roma side. He really stepped it up, put the gears in check, and just got them to first in their group, ahead of Chelsea and sent Atletico to Europa League. Still, for Roma to do that in a group like this, it's unbelievable. It's just amazing what he's created for them. Since Roma did finish top of their group, they get some decent teams to play against, or more, not the hardest teams, but they do get an easier chance than Juve. The teams they have probably play against are either Basel, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Porto, Sevilla, and Shakhtar Donetsk. So not too easy actually, considering some tough challenges. As we see, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid are there, Porto, Sevilla, the strongest teams there. Roma want to probably try to avoid those. Maybe they're going to hope for Basel, maybe Sevilla, who knows. They're still always a tricky team. I'm not sure if they want to get Shakhtar Donetsk. They beat Napoli once, even though Napoli did beat them the next game, but still, they advanced. They ended up beating City on the last match day to eliminate Napoli. Not sure if Roma really want to go against them. We'll see what the outcome is. Who knows? So with that group taken care of, we're going to go up to Group D, which is now Juve's group. Juve did finish second, 3 points behind Barcelona after their win against Olympiacos. We knew this was going to happen. They need to finish a win, or a point would secure second for them. They got that. Barcelona also beat Sporting Lisbon. So it just made everything more easy and simple for Juve. But again, now that they're second, it doesn't give them the best chance of getting anyone easy. With that in mind, their opponents could be either one of Manchester City, Manchester United, Tottenham, PSG, Besiktas, and Liverpool. Some interesting teams there. Honestly, I don't know who Juve would want to avoid. Of course, Manchester City, PSG, because they're just ramping through, destroying teams. They did lose last match day, but still, they were destroying teams in their group. Like, it was ridiculous. So I would want to avoid them. Maybe go for Besiktas, but again, they were a tough team in their group. I believe they finished first. Still, maybe them. Liverpool, perhaps, because they're not always the strongest. Yes, they do have Mane, Firmino, and Coutinho, Salah, who's been on fire since leaving Roma, but Liverpool have always been known to be shaky, so that could really help Juve out if they do want to advance. Maybe United, maybe, but the way De Gea plays, no. So going on to the last group of the Champions League, that's Group F. As you see, guys, Napoli finished third, and they moved down to Europa League. They are still in European competition, but the wrong one, not the one they wanted to be in, not the one they want to win, but now they'll have to make do. They needed a Manchester City win and a victory of their own to secure their spot, but nope. They had to lose. Shakhtar had to win. I think the rotation got to them, just tired legs. They didn't do anything during the transfer market. So as we can see, that did cost them, but who knows what'll happen, who they could probably get. Since they were sent down and weren't in the highest ranking, they are not getting an easy team against in the Europa League. We're going to break that down for you. There's quite a few teams actually, because in the Europa League there are more teams. Remember that, guys. So for Napoli, stay with me now. Villarreal, Dinamo Kiev, Sporting Braga, Lokomotiv Moscow, Victoria Plzeň, Arsenal, Red Bull Salzburg, Athletic Bilbao, Zenit St. Petersburg, CSKA Moscow, Atletico Madrid, Sporting Lisbon, and RB Leipzig. So, some interesting teams that they could probably face. So many Spanish teams there, I guess. Villarreal, Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid. They're not easy. And then you have Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon in there. Man, they just really made it more difficult for themselves. Man, I don't know what you guys could have done to really make it any harder. Yeah, you may do play the best football around, but that can only bring you so much. It's not like it can really win you games, but you know, now since we're on Europa League, we will get right to the rest of them. As we said now, all three teams had already qualified to the next round. Milan, Atalanta, and Lazio. Milan and Lazio had topped their groups. Atalanta needed a win in their last day, or at least a point, depending on the result again, to secure first. We'll get to that, but we'll start off with Group D, which is Milan's group. I don't know. I know we were resting a lot of players because we were already through, but that performance was just despicable. I don't want to go too much on that anyways, but still, Athens passed as well because of their tie against Austria Vienna. Milan losing 2-0 to Rijeka. Like, I don't know. Again, Gattuso put it really well how we're in a fragile mental state right now. Hopefully he can bring us out of it. We'll see what he does. So at least Milan finished top of their group, so they get a little bit easier of a chance to get a decent team to play against. Again, more teams, so we're going to go right through there. Astana, Partizan Belgrade, Ludogorets, Olympic Lyon, Copenhagen, Steaua Bucharest, Red Star Belgrade, Olympic Marseille, Ostersunds, Nice, Real Sociedad, Spartak Moscow, Celtic, and Borussia Dortmund. So as you guys can tell, some of the teams Milan want to try aiming for, they want to avoid Nice, they want to avoid Celtic, maybe. Actually, I think we can take Celtic, to be honest. I think we can. We've had our struggles against them in the past, but I think we can beat them. Probably avoid Borussia Dortmund, maybe avoid Lyon. Like, I know Atalanta beat them, but still, I would want to try avoiding them. They're really good this year. And even Real Sociedad. Spanish teams. They always give Milan trouble. But let's see what else he can do, Gattuso, to pull things around in the European competition, because this will probably be our only way to the Champions League. Next group is Group E, Atalanta's group. And with their win against Lyon, 1-0, which was a great result. They finished first in the group, and really, after 30 years, passing the next round, finishing first. This is unbelievable. Man, like, less experience than us, and they're even doing better. Oh my god. Good for you guys, Atalanta, Gasperini. Let's see how far you can bring them now. So with this group, only Atalanta and Lyon pass. And again, that gives Atalanta a better advantage in trying to pick out a good team to play against. Most of the teams are the same, but I'm going to read them out for you guys again to give you an idea. They're pretty much... the only difference is that instead of Lyon, because they're in their group, they have a chance of playing AEK Athens, who are in Milan's group again. So honestly, I don't know who they would want to get. Again, they want to get the teams that have just come from Champions League, because I feel they'll be way more experienced for Atalanta. Too much to handle. They probably want to go with someone like Astana, Ludogorets, maybe Ostersunds, if I can even say that right. A lot of possibilities. Still wondering who they can probably get. Last group, guys, that is Group K. We already knew who's going through, which was Nice and Lazio. Lazio topping their group. Nice finishing second again. Both top two teams losing to the bottom two, surprisingly. But again, Lazio barely played any of their starters. They only lost to a narrow score of 3-2. So it wasn't even like they got demolished. But again, close. We'll see. Let me take a look here. So again, the only one that can't really play is Nice. Really, they're pretty much the same teams that were in all the other games. Astana, Partizan Belgrade, Ludogorets, AEK Athens, Lyon, Copenhagen, Steaua Bucharest, Red Star Belgrade, Olympic Marseille, Ostersunds, Real Sociedad, Spartak Moscow, Celtic, and Borussia Dortmund. It would be an interesting games, honestly, with Lazio, who aren't known for their superstars, I guess, but they have been playing good. Simone Inzaghi has really done wonders with them. I really want to see them play against Dortmund, play against Celtic. Maybe not Lyon, too much for them. But like teams like that, Olympic Marseille, I want to see Lazio do that, but I'm not sure they want to do it in case it's too much for them. But Lazio can do anything. They can probably pull through this round. Who knows? But I feel they can. So all in all, those were all the teams, all the possibilities that all the Italian teams have. Hoping Serie A can go far. It's 6 teams. Like, honestly, we should be able to go far. But it also depends, again, who we draw. I understand that. But if you know the way they play, really, they can probably pull through. You know, there are some teams who may not really go far, like Atalanta may struggle a little bit. I'm only saying Milan because of the way they've been playing, but all in all, if you want to play, you never want to play against Milan when they're on the top of their game, which is rarely ever right now, but you know what I mean. Roma may struggle because, again, they don't have that experience and as many stars, I guess, in a way, as Juve does. But I still feel with what Di Francesco's doing, he can pull through. Napoli may have a better chance at winning something if they can really pull something away here in Europa League. Who knows? Let me know who you guys think each team will probably get, how far they can go. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Follow us on Twitter, Calcio_bros, and subscribe on YouTube for more Calcio content. We'll hear from you guys soon. Ciao.